Don't we all love school? Well, Japan likes it differently, which is why these 10 shows exist. So let's take a look at these senseis who meet their students in the wrong place at the wrong time. Here we go. Number 10, Aseme Jugyo Chu.
眠れない。
To start things off, let's move to see a boy with dreams. Yep, I'm talking about this guy. His name is Yuki Kagame, and when he finally enrolls in the academy he always dreamed of, he is forced to dress up as a girl. Why? Because just like every anime protagonist, this guy landed in the girls' dormitory at the wrong time. Since he would soon be kicked out of the dormitory, he disguises himself as a girl. But the problems aren't over. He is then thrown into the room of a teacher, and now he has to somehow survive while protecting his identity. If you need a show with that living in the same room cliche done right, or done in a hard way, then look no further, because this anime is all about one guy trying to prove that he's a girl when he's a boy. Come on, Japan, give us a break. Number 9, Ultimate Otaku Teacher.
うさぎ言ったろ俺ワイにやりたいことしかできない病だって
What happens when your teacher is an otaku? Will you be learning about anime physics instead of actual physics? You need to watch Ultimate Otaku Teacher. Find out why you shouldn't make a weeb a teacher. Jinochori Kagami is a physicist who is a hard-nosed otaku. When his sister says, stop watching anime and do something productive with your life, he decides to become a teacher. And now he needs to learn how to accept others and make friends. Yep, this is one of those otaku to realistic person types of stories, but with a teacher involved in it. And since a teacher is involved in it, there's also a student involved in it. This is a really simple, funny, and lighthearted show, and it knows how to execute its comedy at the right time. So make sure to give this one a watch. Number 8, Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher?
じゃあなぜなんでここに先生が
Welcome to a show where logic flies out the window. I mean, how can one person land on so many wrong places at the wrong time at once? How come he gets into trouble every 5 minutes when his teacher's around? And why the hell are you here, teacher, can be translated into why the hell am I always near my teacher when something bad happens? Unlike other shows, this actually has 4 main characters, and that means 4 main love interests. Each of these stories is organized into shorts, and one episode may have 2 to 3 shorts depending on the duration of it. One thing I can assure you is how each of these situations will end up in the worst or best way possible. Oh, and you know what they say, go for the story and stay for the plot. Number 7, Omae ate wa oshigo tsuyoki na modijai.
腕に怪我してるよ。ごめんね。
これくらい平気だから
First off, this is one of those shows. Come on, you know what I mean. And second, this one seems bolder than many other shows on this list. Once again, we have one teacher falling for the guy, but turns out this guy is one of those guys. You know, those guys. The guys that are several light years ahead of normal romance anime main characters. Even though the show tries to keep a balance between romance and story, it's pretty obvious all they want to do is shove the romance down our throats. But that doesn't mean the story is bad. It has a very engaging premise. I mean, this guy's the only person who can change appearance just by putting on some glasses. Number 6, Domestic Girlfriend.
今日から一つ屋根の下だね。
そうっすね
今さら弟ができるなんてワクワク。部屋に入ってエッチなもの探しちゃおう。
やめてください
Once again, we have the mister who went for the sister and somehow had a long-running manga to tell the tale. Domestic Girlfriend got popular because of 2 things. One is the controversy, the other is the fast-paced tension the manga kept hitting us with each chapter. I don't think mentioning the plot is necessary because if you click this video, I know you have watched at least the very first episode of this anime. And if you felt bad about it, yeah, that's natural. Instead, why don't you go read the manga to experience what true depression looks like? The author of Domestic Girlfriend knows how to weave some great tension and show how a love triangle can kill you from the inside. And since the manga has ended, we all know which girl won in the end. I'll probably leave it for you to decide whether the ending was a good or bad one. Number 5, Assassin are tired of weak, clumsy main characters and want an overpowered main character getting the girl, then Assassin's Pride is the show for you. Instead of generic romance anime protagonists, we have an assassin destined to protect the girl. Does the story have a plot? Do we have a teacher? Does the main character get a harem? Good questions. We've got one assassin getting an overdone character arc by deciding whether to assassinate this little girl or protect her, because this anime is all about one assassin being the bodyguard. Assassin's Pride may not be the perfect tale out there, but I feel like it does a lot of things right when it comes to the overpowered romance genre. And even though our teacher might not be in the main game, the romance is still there. Number 4, Onigai Teacher. What happens when your teacher is an alien? This time, we don't have normal romance stories, we have romances with aliens. Onigai Teacher is about one student who realizes his teacher is an alien, but still allows her to move on to his house. Yes, that's dedication for you. Onigai Teacher has a lot of comedy and romance scenes that are really well done. The stories here are refreshing, and even though it's the same old tropes, the show knows how to present them in an interesting way. And even though you think the show is heavy on the ecchi elements, it's pretty tame compared to several other anime on our list. And come on, dating an alien? You know something interesting is going to happen along the way. Just don't expect UFOs to land on the house. Number 3, Bokuben.
そんな集中してたのか。お、なんだこれ。
Studying is fun, isn't it? Yeah, who am I kidding? We all hate it. And so do these girls, but luckily they have a tutor. Yep, you already know where this is heading. There are 3 girls who are weak in several subjects and a tutor comes to the rescue. That's right, this is all about our girls falling in love with their tutor. Oh wait, there's more. Did I mention that this tutor also has a tutor? It's more like she's the school teacher, but the only thing you need to know is that Sensei is the best girl of this show. Sometimes the story gets dumb, but sometimes it gets way better when new character faces are introduced. Bokuben also has a lot of the same tropes repeating over and over again, but I have mad respect for the author because he made sure to create multiple endings where the main character ends up with every girl. Number 2, Kiss X Sis.
ケータ、アコの貧弱な胸は見たくないって。
サイズは全く同じでしょ。
私の方が2センチ大きい。
うるさい。
2センチの。
たくん、な。
Kiss X Sis is a mixture of a comedy, an ecchi, and a dumbed down version of the story that forces you to drown in the bathtub. But you know what's good. The story is really enjoyable if you think about it in a certain way. The comedy elements pretty much involve our 2 sisters acting way too weird and our main character being the oblivious idiot. I know. You want to know where the sensei comes in. Turns out, similar to Bokuben, Kiss X Sis has an angry sensei too, but guess what? Our sensei is an otaku. Will her otaku nature force her to be added to the harem? If you like the sensei route, then make sure to read the manga as well, because there is a whole arc dedicated to the teacher and our oblivious main character. Number 1, Scum's Wish.
意外ですね。茜さんは中学の時の俺の家庭教師で。
And our number 1 pick is Scum's Wish. Okay, this does involve a teacher, but the couple that gets together might be a bit different. But you know what this show has? Tons and tons of depression. You need depression from both left and right? Then Scum's Wish is the show for you. The anime isn't going to be everyone's favorite ride, since it focuses on primarily intimacy rather than repeating the same cliche love story over and over again. But that's what also makes it unique. It's going to be a ride you've never seen before, and something with less laughs and more sadness mixed in. If you need a melancholic love story that is going to bring tears to your eyes, then Scum's Wish is the show for you.